Hi everybody, this is Guitar Dan, and I'm down here on the North Jetty of the Coos Bay, and Dolly and I decided to come down here to the beach since it was such a nice day. There's Miss Chicken Happy. Guitar Dan. This is facing to the east, and you can see my red truck down there, and you can see some people fishing off the North Jetty. That little building on the point up there on the end of the rocks is the Coast Guard Chicken Point Coast Guard station, and this is the Coos Bay where it comes into the Jaws. And I'm standing on one of the Jaws, which is the South Jetty. Can't really see it because of the sun. And across the river there's a buoy there. Or across the inlet is the North Jetty, and you can see there's the end of the North Jetty. And these two jetties together are called the Jaws. This is the Coos Bay entrance, and to the north of that jetty is the Dunes Beaches, and this is the South Jetty, and this beach down here is Basendorf Beach. And it was such a nice day today, we decided to come down and enjoy the beach. Across the way there is the Cape Arago Point Lighthouse. And this is the Pacific Ocean. And I've even been fishing out there with my salmon boat, where I've used that very lighthouse as a guide to help me get through the entrance here. And this is a very calm day. You can see the various buoys out there. And we're hoping to capture a really nice sunset. I'm kind of expecting it to redden up. I spend a lot of time on the beach down there jamming on my guitar, so that's why they call me Guitar Dan. And you can have your fire on the beach and just have a good time. And that's all the way around. And then there's my truck again, to the east. Good old Basendorf Beach. I'm looking across the bay here, which actually that is part of Coos Bay across there. And it's amazing to see those buildings over there reflecting the sunlight. That's a buoy. That's the North Jetty. The sunset is starting to get ready, and you can see a salmon boat coming in right there. The South Jetty. I think I called this the North Jetty earlier. That was a mistake. There's a guy out there paddling around on his surfboard, I guess. He's standing on his surfboard paddling around. And this is a close-up view of Cape Arago Point Lighthouse. Basendorf Beach. Those are actually some friends of ours. Some neighbors of ours running their dogs on the beach. We know who they are. There's my truck again. There's a salmon boat coming in the Jaws. Coming in after a long day's fishing. He's just inside the Coos Bay North Jetty. Heading for home, most likely to the Charleston Harbor, which is where we live. We live in Charleston. My favorite pastime, fishing for salmon. There's a salmon boat coming in right there. I'm not sure who that is, but it looks very familiar. It's a double-ender, and most likely we know who it is. We know most of the fishing boats here in Charleston, so probably know who it is. It's probably a friend of ours. And I'm going to go ahead and pan on around again because we're trying to catch the sunset, and it is getting prettier and prettier. That's the North Jetty. The sun setting is just getting gorgeous. Starting to really be able to see the buoys out there. You can almost see the Whistler. The Whistler's the farthest buoy out. And it's just getting beautiful. Wow, look at that sunset. Those clouds down there are really doing a funny thing down there. I had a feeling it was going to be an exceptional sunset. That's why I came down here tonight. Just beautiful. There's those buildings back there. They're still reflecting the sunlight, except for it looks red. It's almost going out as we speak. This is probably our last view of the beautiful sunset. I do believe that last buoy out there that could be seen is the Whistler buoy. And I can barely hear it droning in the background. I doubt if you can hear it on the camera, but I can hear it droning, and the call of that Whistler buoy has guided me in through a lot of foggy times, I'll tell you that. Goodbye, sunset.